think we have frozen.
And you can just like on all that, and now you can start with the starting of
Okay.
the.
So it's recording now, and let me. I don't. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, fine. So let's start with Karmanda. You can.
Hold on one second. We are having a hard time hearing you. You're. It's breaking up. Come on. We cannot hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
It's still breaking up a little bit. Say something.
Okay. Yeah, you can start with
Okay.
Namokar mantra.
We'll start. Yeah, I mean we can barely hear you, but that's okay. Ready, girls? Sorry, guys. Okay. Namo Arahantanam. Namo Siddharam. Namo Ayaryanam. Namo Vajayanam. Namo Loe Savasahunam. Eso Panchanamo Yaro. Sava Pava Panasano. Mangalancha Savesim. Paramam Hoi Mangalam. Paramam Hoi Mangalam. Okay, ready? Chattari Mangalam. Arahanta Mangalam. Sita Mangalam. Sahu Mangalam. Kevali Panato. Dhammo Mangalam. Chattari Loguttama. Arhanta Loguttama. Sita Loguttama. Sahu Loguttama. Kevali Panato. Dhammo Loguttamo. Chattari Saranam Pavajami. Arhante Saranam Pavajami. Site Saranam Pavajami. Sahu Saranam Pavajami. Kevali Panatam. Dhammam Saranam Pavajami.
Okay. Okay, you can scroll down to the lesson. We can start with the questions. Okay, the first question is for Briella. What type of timetable should a good student follow?
Go ahead. Fiona, do you want to go? Fiona, why don't you say this one?
Okay, first you gotta wake up. Then you chant the Namokar mantra 9 times. Then you think of the soul to purify your mind. Then you gotta take a shower, clean your body, and wear clean clothes. Brush your teeth. Then you gotta eat your breakfast.
Darshan. Dev Darshan.
Oh yeah, you gotta go to the temple, do Dev Darshan. Well, not for us.
Yeah, but that's fine. Yeah, but you do that normally.
Yeah, normally. And then you eat your breakfast, go to school. When you come back from school, well, you
Eat your dinner before sunset.
You gotta eat your dinner before sunset, and you gotta do your work from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and then go to bed. And then go to bed.
Okay, good. What should we do first after? What should we do first of all after getting up in the morning?
You know this, Priya. What's the first thing you should do when you get up in the morning?
9 times mantra.
Say it loudly.
Say it 9 times Namoka mantra.
Good. Move up a little bit. Did you hear her, Kamal?
You're on mute.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Yes. Okay. What do you understand by purity of the body and the soul, Vishal?
So purity of the body is cleaning the body because there's dirt and other things on it. So you clean the body, and that's why we purify it. And purifying the soul means you need to get rid of all the attachments, aversions, and
Illusion.
delusions. Thank you.
Okay, good. What should one do for the cleanliness of the body, Briella?
What do you do for cleanliness? Cleaning the body.
To clean the body.
Clean.
Brush your teeth.
Okay, and then
Take a bath. Wear clean clothes.
Yeah.
Wash your hair. Wash your hair.
Good. Okay. What should one do for the purification of one's soul, Fiona?
You gotta think of the soul. Be pure and thoughtless.
what else? Attachments. What else?
What else? You
That's it.
be unattached.
Okay.
Try to be unattached.
Okay. So now I will ask you some practical questions because you have studied in the other book from question 1 to 16. Either Vishal or Fiona can answer this. So just listen to the questions. So when we say purification of one's soul, is the soul pure right now, Fiona?
No.
Why? Try
Because we have like a
try to come in the center because half of your face is not seen. Yeah, okay, now it's better.
because we have like attachment, delusion, aversion, all stuck to the soul.
And where exactly is it in the soul? Where exactly, Vishal? Where exactly is all this in the soul?
Throughout.
Okay, but okay, so no, that's not completely correct. Try again. Is it in the pariyai or is it in the dravya or is it in the stagnant part or is it in the moving part?
In the moving part?
Good. Yeah, well done. So what is there in the stagnant part or like not stagnant, but what is there in the kutas in the area of the soul which is not moving? What is there?
Infinite bliss, infinite knowledge.
Yeah, infinite what?
Knowledge, infinite bliss.
No, infinite.
Knowledge.
Vienna, try infinite what?
What is it again? Gun.
What?
Yes, infinite gun. So there are infinite gun. Yeah, so there are infinite gun in it. So well done for that. Okay, so how are these gun placed, Briella?
How are they going to place in the soul? Like show it with the hand is fine. If this is a soul, what does that mean?
Everywhere.
Say it loudly.
Everywhere. Say it louder.
Shh.
Well done, well done. So it is everywhere. And how many attributes or how many guna are there in the soul, Briella?
How many guna in the soul?
Infinite. Louder.
Louder.
Infinite.
Well done. Okay, now I'm going to give you one new point. Out of the infinite gun, how many gun are impure? So the answer is 21, which Pujya Gurudev Kanji Swami founder, because we mentioned that there's aversion, there is delusion, which is mithyatva, aversion is dvesh, and attachment is rag. So rag, dvesh, and mithyatva. So where is this in the soul, Fiona?
Everywhere?
No. I just gave you the answer. Is it in the moving part or is it in the stagnant part?
Moving.
The moving part.
So which is called what?
Pariyai.
Pariyai.
Pariyai. Okay, well done. So it is in the pariyai of the soul. Okay, so out of the infinite gun, Briella, how many are impure?
How many are impure? She just told you.
21.
Say it loudly.
21. 21 are impure. So in these 21, there is like the three which are there is mithyatva, which is what? Mithyatva is what? Delusion. And rag and dvesh is attachment and aversion.
So those are the 3 of the 21. Got it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mithyatva.
And Briella, okay, yeah, fine. Okay, Briella, how are the attributes placed in the soul?
Go ahead, say it. How are they placed in the soul? How are the attributes placed in the soul?
How are the good placed in the soul?
Everywhere.
Well done, well done. Okay, good girl. Okay, now Fiona, you can expand on that. How are they placed?
They're placed. How do you expand that?
Explain, maybe like from a structure standpoint, perhaps.
Yeah, from like a structure. Look, I'm giving you a hint.
Like remember water? We talked about water. The surface of the water.
Is like the waves. You mean?
Yeah, say it.
How do you ever talk about that thing?
What?
The wave thing.
Explain, say
I
it.
don't know how to explain it.
But say it like what? The wave, what, say it.
The wave, like the waves.
Okay, good. Okay, so here we do not want to use the ocean example. Here, remember I had told you that the guna are placed like this, horizontal.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Yeah.
Or no?
I do.
Good. Okay, and then the pariyai, how is it?
Oh, like
Vertical, across.
It is vertical. It is upward.
Hmm.
It is upward. So, Riela, how are the gun placed in the soul?
everywhere.
Show it like this.
Everywhere. Okay. How many special units are there in the soul? How many pradesh are there in the soul? It was there in that question. If you want, you can look at that book, the other book. In question number 14. I think it's 14. No, okay, sorry. Scroll up.
Come on, keep going.
Okay. Okay, here in question number 3.
What is attribute?
Which exists in all Pradesh, all parts,
Of
all Pradesh.
Okay, so so what is the number of these pradesh in the soul? Innumerable. It is not infinite. It is innumerable that you can't count. Because when you now think about the soul, now you have more points to think, because as you are already doing it as a homework, you can now think about these things as well. That how many fine, let Fiona answer. How many pradesh are there in the soul?
innumerable.
Which means is it the same as infinite?
No, the
It is less.
innumerable is you can't count it.
Yes, but it is less than infinite. Because also infinite you can't count because there are just too many. But like innumerable, there are also many which you can't count, but there are less than infinite. So what did we learn, Vishal? That how are the gun placed? Now you can explain with like Pradesh.
So
Okay, think a little bit, because remember that there are infinite gun, and like the Pradesh, as I'd explained last time, maybe you can have a look at my hand. It is placed one by one by one by one. So like that, they are innumerable. So now just think, it is easy, but you need to think a little bit.
so I'm confused about the question. You said,
Okay.
yep, can you repeat the question again?
Yeah, okay. So how are the gun placed on the Pradesh?
So I mean, the gun placed on the Pradesh. Like
The
is
answer is like this.
so horizontally. Like I mean that's
Yeah,
okay.
horizontally. Okay. Fiona, did you see that? How it is?
Horizontally. So
Like,
Meaning to say that, like our hand over here is just two-dimensional, or like maybe three like dimensional. But obviously the soul is has got many dimensions. But just to explain to you, it's not that it's horizontal like this. It will also be horizontal like this. Are you understanding? Although this is vertical, are you like understanding what I'm saying? That there are Pradesh like this and there are Pradesh like this. But just to make it easy for you right now, we are saying that the Pradesh are like this, flat. So they're flat like this and there are flat like that. Because look at me, look at my body. If the soul is here, so look, my body is like this and my body is like this. So the soul is here. So the special, the Pradesh are like, it is placed like this, and it is also placed like this. But what I'm trying to say that it is flat. It is not sticking out. So just to make it easy, now if you put my body, my standing body in a lying posture, so in the lying posture, all the Pradesh will be like this, correct? Brianna, is that easy to understand?
like this. See.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a good example of that paper. So let's use this phone as like an example. Look, this is flat. So if I'm lying down, my body is straight at the moment. But if I'm lying down, my body becomes flat. And because it becomes flat, all the Pradesh are there. Now, another question for Vishal. Fiona, you can think about this. Let's see if you can beat your dad. Okay, so now in one Pradesh, now carefully listen, in one Pradesh, how many gun are there? Riela, you can even try to beat both of them.
Innumerable. I mean, that's the way I feel. Infinite.
Yeah, infinite. Because remember, gun are like this, right? Gun are all placed like this. And it is like, how did we describe it? Like on a cake, if you put chocolate sauce, the whole chocolate sauce is covering the surface. But if you put a strawberry, one strawberry is going round the cake. So it is one. So the strawberry is like the Pradesh. And the chocolate sauce on top of the strawberry, which is placed horizontal, is like the gund. So the chocolate sauce, for example, is one attribute. Then on top, you can put strawberry sauce. So that's another gund. On top of that, maybe you can put vanilla sauce. So that's another gund. On top of that, you can put fresh cream. So that's another layer. So that's another gund. Is that clear? So like that, they're infinite. So on one strawberry, if you pick up one strawberry from the cake, it will be covered in how many sauces?
How many sauces? How many sauces were there?
Look, it.
One sauce.
How many guns are there? Each of these are gun.
2.
Right now it's 2, but imagine.
So there were 3
many
sauces.
So don't look the literal example as she's saying. So that's an example of if you layer a cake.
Okay, fine. Let's use the example of a cake. I have put 3 sauces. So on one strawberry, how many sauces are there? Only Fiona will answer.
3 because
Good, well done. Because okay, explain why.
because before it was 3, and even if you take a strawberry out, it's still 3.
Now explain properly because your explanation is not correct, but your answer is correct. Look, I have put 1 strawberry, which is like this, vertical. I've put 1 strawberry on top here first. I've put chocolate sauce. Then I've put strawberry sauce. And then on top of that, I've put fresh cream. So when I pluck a strawberry, so your answer was correct that there are three so like sauces, but explain properly. Because all 3 are covering each strawberry. Isn't it true?
Is it true that the all the sauces are covering the strawberry?
Yeah.
I think they're thinking in terms of the literal layers, because when you put the strawberry sitting on the top layer, that's how they're seeing it in their head.
No. Okay, listen to me again. First, like normally on a cake, we will put strawberries last, but this is a special cake. So what we're doing, first we're putting strawberries. On top of the strawberries, we are layering it. Okay, so first, for example, now I'm using a 4th layer. First, on the strawberries, we have put 1 layer of cake. We have put 1 layer of cake. Now on the cake, we have put chocolate sauce, then we have put strawberry sauce, and then we have put fresh cream. So now there are 4 layers. So is this, can you like visualize how the Pradesh and the gun is, or is it still difficult?
I think it would look funny because like the cake and like strawberries, and then like the cream is balancing on top.
Yeah. I mean, just think of it as a special cake. Okay. So fine. So have you understood? Have you understood what it is?
Pradesh is one portion. The goons are all everywhere, so it's layering on top, on top, on top, on top, on top.
Mm-hmm.
Pradesh is a specific unit. That's the way I'm understanding it.
Yeah, good.
It's one unit, but then the goons are layering on top throughout the surface. So if there are many Pradeshes, each of them have multiple goons
This is wrong
No, it's not.
because you said
Okay. So Vishal, what's the answer? On one Pradesh, how many gun are there?
In the cake example 3, but infinite gun. If there
Yeah, infinite. Now, like, okay, fine. Let's just stop there, and then next time we will continue with that, because now that you're thinking of the soul, so now you can. So when you're thinking about it day and also before you go to sleep, you can now visualize that this is how the soul is. Meaning, who is the soul, Brianna?
Who's the soul? Me. Say it. Say.
say it.
What?
What?
Okay, Fiona, you say it.
You are your soul.
Yeah. So you are a soul. So
You are a soul.
you are. This is how. Yeah, this is how you are. Okay, let's move on to question 16.
Wait, Dad, remember the examples?
Wait. What?
Homework.
Yeah, sorry, just give me a second. It's not opening. 1 second. Okay, read the question.
What specific attributes are found in each substance? The principal specific attributes of the soul's substance are consciousness or sentience, that is the power of knowing and seeing, right belief, samyaktva, conduct, charitra, bliss, sukh, region changing capacity, kriyavati shakti, etc.
Okay. So who has Kriyavati Shakti? Priyala. Which two dravyas have Kriyavati Shakti?
Which two dravya?
Red,
Soul
soul,
and remember the six. What are the six substances? Do you remember?
yeah,
Jeev,
Okay.
Pudgal,
Mastika,
Namastikaya, Adarmastikai,
Kal.
Akash, and Kal. Which of the two of those six have Kriyavati Shakti? What are the first two? Very simple. Go ahead.
Like the
Jeev and
Pudgal.
that's right.
Living and non-living.
Okay, and your homework was that you had to write 3 examples. Have you written?
3? She said
Yes.
Well, two. Say the two then.
the first one was with the hula hoop. We said like when you hula hoop, sometimes the hula hoop hoops around your body with you, but sometimes it just falls to the floor.
Yeah, good one. Okay,
And
then the second one.
trampoline. We're looking
What?
for the trampoline. The one with the trampoline.
Okay. So say what's the example of a trampoline?
Sometimes you jump lower, sometimes you jump higher.
Okay, good. Because that depends on the Kriyavati Shakti of your body. How high or how high that the Pradesh want to fly in the air. Okay, so both of them are correct examples. Let's move on to B, which is okay, yeah, fine. The principal specific attributes of the matter substance are touch, taste, smell, color, region of changing capacity, that is Kriyavati Shakti. So touch is what? Sparsh. Sparsh is where you touch. I think by now, Briella, you might have learned in school. What are the 5 senses?
What are the 5 senses?
Touch,
In school. Don't look at this.
touch, taste,
Taste. Okay.
smell.
Don't cover her eyes. Let her say.
Hey, but you don't have to look there. Just taste, smell.
What are the senses that you have? You can
Smell, see, taste, hear,
and
feel.
feel. Okay.
Okay. So sparsh is
Touch.
touch. Good. And then the next one, what is it?
And on top. Taste.
Taste is what? Ras.
Ras.
Ras. And then what is the next one?
Smell.
Smell is what? Sugandh.
Sugandh.
Okay. And after that,
Color.
color is what?
Rang.
Rang. And
Region capacity.
Region changing capacity.
that's Kriyavati Shakti. Now, we have used this example before of a mango. So, the specific attributes of any matter particles. Can you use again the example of a mango and explain to me all 5?
Which one?
All 5 of these examples.
But not Kriyavati Shakti.
The all 4 then.
All 4.
Sorry, yeah, all 4.
Touch, taste. There's
For a mango.
a mango.
Explain it in all those attributes.
You can like feel the mango. Like
It could be.
it could be hard. It could be soft. You can smell the mango.
Or taste. Why don't you tell about the taste?
You can taste the mango.
Well, what is it?
It could be what, or it could be what? It could be sour. It could be sweet.
It could be sour. It could be sweet. Okay.
It could be like something between those two.
Okay. What about the smell?
The smell. It smells mango-y.
When it's raw, does it smell mango-y?
When it's raw, it smells like sour-ish, and then when it's ripe, it smells like a mango.
Okay. What about
where did number 1? Okay, sorry. Finish with color.
The color. Sometimes when it's raw, it's green. When it's ripe, it's yellow.
Good. So where did these 4 happen in the soul? Where exactly? In which area of the soul did number 1 to number 4 happened?
Who answers?
So, okay, sorry. Let me ask my question again. The 4 are the gun. So where are the gun in the soul?
Where are the gun in the soul?
Who's answering? Everywhere.
No, but it is in the non-changing part, isn't it?
It's in the
The dravya.
the dravya, not the
Paryay.
Yeah, okay. So where is the change happening?
where? Well, in the soul.
Yeah, where in the soul?
Where in the soul? In the what is it called? No, wait.
Paryay.
Paryay.
In
The
the
three
paryay.
dravya, gun, and paryay.
So color, when it changed from green to yellow, where did that take place in the sorry, not in the soul, but in the substance? Where did it take place?
It took place on the surface.
On the say it.
It took place on the surface of the mango.
No, in the paryay.
No.
Because remember that gun cannot change, but I mean gun is stable. The changing part of the gun is called paryay. So these are the 4 gun, like specific attributes. Attribute means gun. So gun is in the non-changing part. And it will always be there. Like for example, like in the soul, there will always be like knowledge. Knowledge is one of the specific attributes. Even if the soul becomes a lion, or it becomes an insect, or it becomes like a heavenly being or a hellish being, the knowledge will always be there, the attribute. But for example, like a insect will have less knowledge as compared to a human being. So where did that change happen? Where in the soul did the change happen?
Paryay.
Good. Okay. So where did the change happen of the taste in the mango substance? So the mango here is the matter particles. Yeah, where did it happen?
In the paryay.
Okay. Briella, where did it happen?
In the paryay.
Paryay.
The paryay. Okay, so I think you have understood. Now the 5th one, region changing capacity, Kriyavati Shakti. Briella, try. Can you move a mango from your study area to your kitchen?
Can you move the mango from your room to the kitchen? Can you move the mango? Simple question. Think about it for a second. Take a mango. Can you move the mango from your bedroom to the kitchen? No? You can't? Huh? You can't? Fiona, why don't you answer?
Well,
You can't. There's
can or you can. That's
Say,
the
ask
difference.
her the question.
The substance from your hand.
They can never interact, so then you're not actually moving it. So
Say it again. Say it again.
you two good can't interact.
It's not good. Do dravya.
Two dravya, they can't interact, so you're not moving it.
Good, fine, good. So basically your fingers cannot move it from your study area to your kitchen. But can now, Briella, can the mango, which are the matter particles, can it move by itself from the study area to the kitchen?
What do you think? Just say it. Doesn't matter right or wrong. Just say it. Can the mango can the mango move from your room to the kitchen on its own? What do you think? What do you think? Say it. What do you think? No?
No.
It cannot move?
Itself. It can't move itself.
It cannot move itself?
It can.
It doesn't have any feet or. Okay, so it can't
It
move.
can. It
It
can.
can, it can. And the reason is?
Because nothing controls it.
It
No.
has
It has Kriyavati Shakti.
It has the capacity
To
to
move.
change regions, and
No,
that's why.
yeah. So
Mm.
now, like Vishal can just give a summary of number 5 using the mango example.
Mango has the capacity to change regions. That's the Kriyavati Shakti that
To
it
move.
has to move. Which is changing a region. It's going from, as an example that they gave, from one room to another. It's moving, but it has the capacity to move, so it moves.
But it
When,
doesn't.
when you hold it in your hand, you think it's you're moving it, but it's just coincidentally your hand particles and the mango happen to be moving along together.
Yeah, well done. Well done. Okay. Riela, just try to explain it one more time and then we move on to part C.
Okay.
Sorry, Fiana, try to explain it.
The what?
The same example, maybe.
The same one?
Sure.
So
The mango. Why not the apple?
Doesn't matter, but just use a fruit example. Go ahead.
fruit. Fine, the fruit, it can move by itself, but you think you're moving it when you pick it up, throw it up into the air. I don't know.
And why is
Yeah.
that?
And why is what?
Why can it move?
Because it has Kriyavati Shakti.
Good. Okay. Next is ether, Dharmastikai. Riela, name the 6 substances.
6 substances. You know the 6 substances.
Yeah.
Say it.
Of course.
First, what's the first one?
The
Jeev,
Jeep.
Pudgal,
Cooler. Damaskai. Damaskai. Gosh.
Good. So now C16A, which substance is it describing?
16A.
Yeah.
What's this whole? Jeev,
Jeep.
And B is what?
Pudgal,
Budka.
matter,
And C is what?
Dharma. See, what is this?
Damaskai.
Okay. So Dharmastikai substance possesses the specific attribute of motion causation. So this means that because of Dharmastikai substance, we are able to move from one place to another place. Is this correct, what I have said?
Something is causing it to move from one place to another. That's what you're referring to, right, Komal?
Yes.
it's actually just moving by itself. And
Good. Well done. So that is the actual answer. That is the actual answer. But in C, it is saying that Dharmastikai substance possesses the specific attribute of motion causation, meaning to say it is a nimit. Now this is a new word and also it is a new definition. So try to listen it with full awareness. What is happening that although both Jeev and Pudgal have the ability to move by itself, at that time Dharmastika is present. And so the credit, you understand what like credit means, or the how do you like what other word can be used for like credit?
So, I don't know how she made it out of credit card, which is not the right credit.
No,
Credit,
no,
like financial terms, it's
no,
like
not that. So okay,
causing something that is leading it to happen, causing it to happen, or it becomes a medium for it to happen.
yeah, fine. So when this phone, this
Okay.
is matter particles, when it is moving from here to here, although it has Kriyavati Shakti for it to move from here to here, what is present at that time is Dharmastikai, and you can say that the false reward, the false reward is given to Dharmastikai. Although it moved with its own Kriyavati Shakti, But the false reward is not the correct word, but just to make it simpler, it is given to dharmastika, meaning only if dharmastika is present, it will move. Is this correct? Is this statement correct? Real? I mean, no, it's not. Okay. So, what is the real reason, Briella?
What is the real reason why it moves?
With your hand.
With your hand.
But why? Because it has. Say it loudly.
Because it has Kriyavati Shakti. Now, anti-ether, adharmastika substance. Now, this is the opposite. Adharmastika substance possesses the specific attribute of making it stationary. Now, stationary means that making that it will not move. Stationary might be a difficult word. So, this, in order for it to just remain here and not to move here, it the reward is given to adharmastika substance. It is a nimit. Nimit means that it is just present, but it is not the cause. It is only present. For example, in your class, your teacher is present during your exam, but she is not the reason why you have come first in the class. Or let's give a better example. Your teacher is teaching 15 students in a class, but some students come in the top 5 and some come in the last 5. So your teacher gave equal attention to everybody, and your teacher also gave the same notes to everybody, but yet somebody came first and somebody came last. So the teacher is only a nimit. You have not scored the highest marks because of the teacher, or the student who came last in the class has not come last because the teacher did not teach well. She was only present while you were learning because the knowledge is coming from the self. So even in this case, in C and D, when a substance is moving, dharmastika gets the reward. And in your case, when you come first in the class, your teacher gets the reward for like teaching you well. But the real person who should get the reward is the person who came first, because it is because of his own knowledge he came first. Is that clear? Vishal can explain C and D, and then we move on.
So the reason an object moves is because it has Kriyavati Shakti. But for it to happen, something needs to be present around it that causes the motion in a way. It gets the credit for it. And that is ether or dharmastikai.
But be very careful when you use the word causes, because it is not the cause. Although we use the word cause, it should be very clear to you in your mind that it is not the cause, it is only present.
But then the word of motion causation is very confusing in this book. Then I would say that's because the way it's describing it, the specific attribute of motion causation, it is giving the impression that it is causing the motion, but it's not. I get it, but it's described the way it's a little bit confusing, I guess.
So the English translation for nimit is instrumental cause. So again, it's using the word cause for like nimit, because it is not a cause. And you see, this is the reason why you need to learn Gujarati, because certain words when you translate in English, it sort of loses its meaning. But when you use the word nimit, it is so clear in the mind that it is not the cause; it is only present.
Yeah, so, I mean, in some ways, the word nimit in Gujarati for me also means like a messenger in a way, right? It's like that's the way we've always used it in the real world scenario. In Jainism, maybe we use it slightly differently, but so it's confusing even for me. I speak Gujarati, and it still makes it.
Yeah. But the word or the meaning that we're using in like the mundane world should not be applied over here, because this is purely adhyatmic, which is purely soul related. And here, because these two girls are listening for the first time, So Fiona, remember that nimit means it is present, yet it is not the cause. So dharmastikai is a nimit for both Jeev and Pudgal in when they're moving, when both are moving, yet it is not the cause. Is that making sense? It is a bit tricky to understand, but at least try to remember the definition. Fiona, try to explain once, and if you have understood, then we can move on to E and F.
This part about the dharmastikai and adharmastikai.
C and D.
Do I have to explain
What did you understand about it?
about this?
About dharmastikai and adharmastikai. What did you understand about it? Do not read the definition. What did you understand based on what we were just talking about it?
Dharmastika.
Use the example of a mango. The mango was moving.
What the mango?
The mango moved from your room to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Why did it happen?
Why? Because of the Kriyati Shakti.
Correct. But the credit goes to, of that movement goes to?
The what's it called?
Dharmastika.
The Dharmastika.
Okay. Okay. So now let's do E and F, and then you can study this with your mom again once. So when you study it with her, you will like understand it more. Space, akash, substance. It possesses the specific attribute of accommodation, causation. See, it is quite clear when it says that it is not accommodating it. It is a causation, meaning it is just an instrumental cause. So again, same for E and F, that although the Jeev, like me as a body and me as a soul, although we are living in this space, although this Akash, this space is giving us that area to live in, we're actually not living because of space, we're actually living because of Astitva Gun that I have as a soul. Meaning to say, I am living because of me, and or I mean, I have my own area to live in. I don't need actually the space, but because the space is also present around me, so and it appears that I am in that space, so it is giving me accommodation to live in. Is that clear? Or
Yeah, I think I might have to kind of like we'll have to kind of discuss it a little bit.
yeah, you
a
will
little
have
bit
to
tougher,
discuss.
tougher to understand overall. I think from a concept.
So if you have understood 16A number 5, Kriyavati Shakti, and 16B number 5, Kriyavati Shakti, now these two have to be very clear in your mind that look, things are happening by itself. Then to understand C and D becomes very, very simple because it is just present. I mean, you just have to remember that it is just present. Dharmastika really has no role. It is only present and it is getting a reward unnecessarily. That's all.
That's it. Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. And adharmastika, when a man is walking and he sees a tree and he stops to take rest. So when he stops, again, adharmastika is getting the reward or the credit for that man, which is both the body and soul together,
To stop.
for him to stop and take rest. So again, he's just getting a reward unnecessarily. It's like okay, let's use another example. Maybe this might make it clear. There was a performance on stage. There were actors doing all the work on stage, but because we attended as audience, we all got a free chocolate. We just got a reward. We just got a reward for being present. So let's use another example. If you come to school on time, you get a reward.
You get the opposite. If you don't come on time, maybe that's the easier for them to understand. If you don't reach on time, you get a punishment.
You get a punishment. Fine. Okay, so let's use this. Yeah, let's use this example of the theater that the actors are actually doing all the hard work. The audience has done no hard work, literally nothing. They are just present. They are simply sitting. They are doing nothing, meaning they're just sitting and watching. They're just spectators. But because they were present, they got a reward. For example, they got a chocolate. So Dharmastikai and Adharmastikai are like that. They've done no work at all. Kriyavati Shakti has done all the work. But because it was just present, it got the reward, meaning it got the title of creating motion or of stopping motion. I think it is clear to
But
Vishal.
it's not like, I mean, so don't think of it as like it's fuel that is causing the car to move. No, it's not that, okay?
I'm not thinking
If
of that.
if the mastikai is not moving the object, just to be clear, it's present and it's getting the credit or nimit. That's it. That's
For
all you
doing nothing. Remember the keyword for doing nothing.
nothing.
Yeah.
Just present.
No, present.
Just present. But it's not doing anything. The movement is happening because of the Kriyavati Shakti.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so now time. Kal. Kal substance possesses a specific attribute of function. So again, same thing as the rest. That although the pariyai itself is changing. But like for example, there was a boy who was 5 years old, and then after 5 years he became 10 years old. But in that 5 years of time, who got the reward for the change? Time got the reward. But in its real essence, the change was happening within the matter particles of the body. That he became from 5 years to 10 years. Is it clear, or shall I explain further?
You understand it?
Yeah.
So boy from 5 years to 10 years. What do you normally say? Oh, the years have grown, but it's not really, right? Time, we
Yeah.
credit time for age, but it's not true. We just measure it that way in this particular scenario. But the aging is happening
By itself.
by itself because it has a capacity to change all the time.
Now, Fiona, what gun in the soul has the ability, scroll up and check to, let's go up slightly higher, little bit higher. No, not Prametva, a little bit higher. Okay, wait. Stop at number 10. Okay, sorry, 11. Now read it, Riela.
Briella, Afia, can you read it? Or do you want to read it, Briella?
Define
Changeability.
changeability
Attribute.
to
Dravya.
Dravyatva.
Dravya.
Okay, Fiona, can you read the sentence?
That potentiality or quality by virtue of which the modification of a substance changes every moment continuously and uninterruptedly is called changeability attribute.
Well done. So now is the change happening because of time, or is it happening because of Dravyatva gun? Fiona?
It's because of the dravyatva.
Okay. And what is time doing there?
It's literally just there. It's just
Good.
present.
So it's doing nothing, but it is getting a reward for simply being present. Is that clear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now it's like Vishal can explain it once and then we can stop the class.
So, I mean, essentially, the important thing to remember is that ether, Dharmastikai, Adharmastikai, Akash, and Kal do not cause anything. They do not. They just exist. They get the credit or nimit. They are the nimit for things. But the only reason something changes is because of the attributes
Yeah.
that exist. So changeability or change region changing capacity. All of these happen on its own. These four other substances get the credit for just being the limit.
Well done. Okay, so good. Okay, so now you can explain it to Alicia, and like next week we will further continue on this.
Okay.
Your homework is just to keep on
Your voice, we
thinking
can't
that when
hear you.
you think about it in the morning and in the evening.
Yeah, can you say it again?
Sorry?
Sorry, you broke up for a few minutes there, for a few seconds. Sorry.
Oh, are you able to hear me?
Now we can. Yes.
Okay. So your homework is the same, that keep on thinking about the soul. There is no other homework. And now we have got more points to think about. You see, now we can connect the dots. Before we were just reading definitions, but now we can actually like try to connect why we learned from question 1 to question 16, and try to connect each one, and let's see what you can say next week. So fine, so we can end today, and next week same time on Saturday at 2:30 Swiss time.
Which is 4:30 your time.
No, I think it's 3:30 Swiss time.
3:30
Sorry.
this time. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah, 3:30 Swiss time, so 4:30 here.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Perfect. All right. Excellent. I'll
Okay.
send you the recording. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, and Jai Jinendra.
Jai Jinendra.
And